This is the 2024 Ford Maverick pickup truck, the hybrid edition. To me, it is the Goldilocks of pickup trucks. Not too much, not too little of just about everything. Get in. This is Family Wheels. The Maverick is the smallest pickup truck that Ford makes, but it's really not all that small. Yes, it's 10 inches shorter than an F-150. It's considerably narrower, considerably lower, but it's got a decent amount of height and lots of room. Very comfortable. You can actually park it. It really is kind of a sweet spot. Now, assuming perhaps that you don't have a tonneau or just bucketing rain and you don't want to throw them in the back of the vehicle, I put them in the back seat. Well, at least the 3 bags of groceries and the backpack. Ford aimed the Maverick at a broad range of potential buyers, from tradespeople to outdoor enthusiasts to that segment of consumers who mostly use a truck like a car, but occasionally need to haul something. Key to that broad appeal is the flex bed. It's configurable in many ways and can be had with a choice of liners and tonneau covers. Our Lariat spec has the sprayed-in liner and comes with a 400-watt inverter too. I'd add a hard roll-up tonneau. The Maverick just passes our Family Wheels child seat test. Behind me, the kind that takes up the most space, rear-facing. Up front, well, I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall, 180 centimeters, and my knees just clear the glove box door. This would not be comfortable for a long trip. And if you have a forward-facing child seat, not going to be a problem. How is it in the back seat for adults? Well, there's just enough room. My knees aren't quite touching the driver's seat in front of me, which is, of course, adjusted for me. The Maverick comes in 3 trims, and within each trim, 2 powertrain specifications. You can get a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 250 horsepower, or you can get the hybrid setup that we have here, which is a 2.5-liter. With a hybrid, you get 191 horsepower. Also, between the hybrid and the turbo, no difference in payload, 1,500 pounds for each. Now, some may worry that 191 horsepower just isn't enough to give you pep, especially when you're carrying something in the back. But remember, we've got electric torque at our disposal as well. Here on the hybrid version, we only have front-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is not available. You can get either on the EcoBoost turbo. I think Ford's been very clever with the 3 trims of the Maverick. XL, XLT, and what we have here, the Lariat, the top spec. But think about the bottom spec as an inexpensive truck for a person who needs a truck for work. Say you're in the trades, or you have a company, you need a fleet of small pickup trucks. Then the basic model is absolutely the way to go in the hybrid version, because, and as most tradespeople will tell you, they do a lot of driving around. Well, the fuel economy, fuel consumption on the hybrid is much less than that on the 4-cylinder turbo, which is pretty thrifty compared to, say, a big pickup truck with a V8 in it. Then if you want a bit more, you get the mid-spec, the XLT, and here at the top, really it's quite nice. The Lariat still pretty reasonably priced. The Lariat trim brings a load of nice-to-have features to the Maverick. Topping my list is the suite of Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, ADAS, and particularly the adaptive cruise control with stop and go. The driver's seat is power-adjustable 8 ways, the upholstery is simulated leather, the instrument cluster is 6.5 inches instead of 4.2, sound is by Bang & Olufsen, there's a wireless charging pad, all door windows are a one-touch up-down, the rear window is power-operated, there are 400-watt outlets in the bed and the cabin, the HVAC is dual zone, the front seats and steering wheel are heated. All trims of the Maverick have a thoughtfully designed interior with touches such as big storage in the doors. Let's take the Maverick through a series of S-bends, see how it handles. You know, it's really pretty civilized. Went over some railway tracks back there. They didn't unsettle it. Let's take it down the neighborhood bumpy road, see how it handles the potholes, patches, and speed bumps. Well, it is, of course, a truck, but it doesn't ride like the trucks of old. I would say it's perhaps slightly harsher than its main competitor, the Hyundai Santa Cruz, which is a bit more car-like, but really not that much between the two. Been doing most of my driving in eco mode, and it's just fine. It's not, you know, very weak kneed like some eco modes are, but there's eco and then sport and normal, towing and hauling, and slippery. I reviewed a 2022 Maverick and loved that one as well. There haven't been a ton of changes, but one thing is really different, and that is availability. Hybrid sales in the first quarter were up 77% year over year, topping 20,000. All Maverick sales up 82% to 39,000. And here's a note from Ford as well. 26,000 hybrid Mavericks in the first 4 months of 2024 were sold. 59% of them Ford claims from other brands and segments. Notably, people trading in their small SUVs. So when they get a sale from another brand, that's called a conquest. However, they may have also been getting people who were looking at buying a Ranger or even an F-150 and thinking, no, the Maverick's just right for me. So maybe there is a change of trend there. Whether you need a truck or you just want a truck, I think the Ford Maverick is just about ideal, and I love the hybrid edition. But what do you think? Leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman, and I'll see you next time on Family Wheels.